Hello Guitar 2, here is your tutorial video on Mango Walk. So, as always, when we start, we do well to check in with the key signature. So we're in the key of D major, there's two sharps, F sharp and C sharp. There are no accidentals in this piece, so it's always going to be those notes are sharped. Our time signature is 4/4. And our form has quite a few repeated sections and a dies al fine, so let's just go over it just so we leave no stone unturned. So we start at measure 1, even though we have rest. We start at measure 1 and we play all the way through to measure 10. There is a repeat section here, so we go back to measure 3. I play along, I get to 9, and then on the second time through, I take the second ending. From here, I'll go on to, starting from measure 11, I play all the way until measure 19. Here the double dots go to these double dots, so I'm back to 12 now. I play 12 all the way through 18 now, and I hop over, take the second ending for measure 20. Measure 20 is marked dies al fine, so I'm going to go to the sign, which was at measure 3. There it is. And I'm going to play all the way to the fine. Now, when I have a dies al fine, which means del signa, or to the sign, or if I have a DC al fine, del capo, the beginning, I don't do repeats, okay? So when I get back to measure 3 from measure 20, I play all the way through 9, and then I take the second ending, okay? So the form is written for you on top, so remember that stuff. Okay, I want to start by going over the rhythm, and then we'll talk about where to find these notes, and then you can use my reference recording for kind of an example to place it all together. Okay, so we're starting in measure 2 on the and of beat 3. So I have 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and, right? So measure 4 and 5 are highly syncopated. In fact, we never play on the beat or never play on the click, foot tap, however you want to perceive it. So it's always and, always off the beat, always rebounding. Now, the dangerous thing about this is we can kind of get in a groove, right? But measure 6, I made a little note here to say that there is a new rhythm. So it starts off the same, 1, and, but now I play on 3. So this is different. Here I played on the and of 3, this is on beat 3. So and 3, and 3. Now, this E is a pickup into the next measure, and we have E, F sharp, G, and it's just like the beginning, except instead of having 3 notes to bring us in, we have just the 1 E. So similar rhythms. We have and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. Okay? From here, you'd go back to 3. We already discussed that in the form. So let's dive in for some left-hand fingerings here. Now, please, I can only fit so much stuff on the screen right now, but follow the right-hand fingering that's here. I think it's the one that will give you the least amount of negative string crossings. I think it will feel good. So honor those and honor the hammer-ons as well. Okay, so I'm starting off in second position. So I'm gonna fret the E on the 5th fret. So I have. So I don't know if there's much to unpack here. F sharp, G, F sharp. I'm gonna fret the E again, staying in second position. Hammer on D to E, D, A. I think you'll be okay with that. Now I have my syncopated measures, and they're just A and F sharp. So I have to play those 2 notes, but on the upbeats. And. Good. So let's take a look at measure 6 now. So we go and play F sharp, D, F sharp, and that rhythm again is and 3, and 3. Okay, I'm gonna put it back into context now. I'm gonna start at measure 6, and I'm gonna go on. So 1. Okay, so let's unpack this now. So at measure 9, yes, it changes from A to F sharp to A to G, new harmony. And in the first ending in measure 10, I'm going to take that second finger and use it as a guide finger to play A on the 5th fret, B on the 7th. I've kept my second finger on the string, so now I'm just sliding it to G on the 3rd fret. I'm in 2nd position. And now I'm going to do F sharp. I'm going to hop up. It's probably the best way to get C sharp, D, and E. You'll notice I put a little asterisk on the this note right here on the and of 2 because I'm playing with my A finger. Again, I think it's just the best right-hand fingering to get you back into where you're going so you can land with your M finger again. So again, if I used my M finger here, then my pattern would be offset and I wouldn't be able to repeat without repeating a finger. Okay, hope that makes sense. Just so you have it, I'll play through to the first ending. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so moving on now, when we get to the second ending, of course, we'll fret the E as well and get that in 2nd position. Now, I'm at measure 12, I'm in this new section here, and I'm going to start off with F sharp, and I'm in 2nd position. I'm deciding to fret the G here, I decided to fret the G just so because I like the right-hand fingering. I like the sound of it. For those 2 reasons, it just felt like the best thing to do. So here, let's just take a brief moment before we get carried away to just discuss the rhythm. So we have 1, 3, 4, 1, and 4. Super syncopated here, right, in measure 13. 1, and 4. So we play on the and of 2, the and of 3, and then I have a staccato accented note on beat 4. 1, 3, 4, 1, and 4. 1, and 4. 1, and 4. And that's consistent, right? We keep having that rhythm repeating for a couple times where you have a tie into beat 3. Cool. So let's talk about fingerings now. So like I said, we're in 2nd position. We'll play the F sharp. We have G, E, F sharp, G, A, octave. Now I'm going to do an open G here. Again, keeping things on the same string set. I have G, A, and B all on the same string, so they have a similar quality to it. And then also the right-hand fingering is just better for it. So G, A, B, B, A. So again, fretting that B. Okay, looking at measure 15, D, E, F sharp. So I have to get out of position. I'm going to play D, E, and then shift to first position-ish, kind of a squeeze shift. And then back to the octave again. Starting at 16, similar stuff. Again, I'm fretting the G when I'm in this phrase because it keeps everything on the same string. Fretting the B, fretting the G. 2, 3, 4, 12. Sorry about the bell. Now, at the second ending, we're just, gosh, one of just the best shapes that we have. This is a first inversion major triad here. So we have F sharp, D, and A that we set up as a chord. And then I pick up when I play open D. From here, like I said, we go back to measure 3, similar stuff, and then we would go all the way to the second ending. So going from measure 20, how we would close out the piece. So I hope that helps you prepare it. Best of luck.